Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikto. Today we try to acquire the achievement The Heavenly Kingdom, which requires you to be a Christian head of faith and claim the mandate of heaven. I found the perfect starting position for us in the year 867, which is Zhang Huaishen, who has been placed as tributary king of Hexi after his uncle has conquered the area for the Emperor of China. We are an independent kingdom, but a tributary of the Tang dynasty. We are of the Zhang dynasty, of course, of House Zhang. Have quite a big family, as we can see in the family tree. There's our uncle and many cousins of ours. We have to choose if we want to conquer from outside or get vassalized and conquer from the inside. I would prefer conquering from the outside at this moment, but let's just see how it goes. You may ask, why is this the perfect starting position for this achievement? Because we have a small Nestorian minority up here, to which we can convert once we have conquered these provinces and later on create our own Christian faith from that. As you can see, there are no real possible alliances from the start, so we have to do the consolidation at our own. Luckily for us, as we aren't very strong, our neighbors aren't very strong either. I want to pick up all the provinces in the north of us, so let's get in for our first county. I did just realize that the game sound is missing for the first half of the video. I hope it's still enjoyable for you all. Now, this event will be very important later on. It sets the budget and the salaries for our governors. I'm mostly choosing the bottom one, which is an AI choice, and they will set the salaries. But you can, of course, also choose them manually by yourself. It doesn't matter if you do it yourself or via the AI decision. Just know that the ministers will dislike you when you shorten their salaries, and they will like you when you raise their salaries. Let's deal with this tribal duchy up here, together with their allies, that they are way stronger, so we can't let them unite. Take their capital and instantly march down here to break the siege. Finally got him. And now back up north to crush their allies. Oh, we can choose our first dynasty legacy. Let's go with the new virtues trait. And the war's won. Going very well so far. Let's bring the emperor some tribute, offering a concubine or a cousin maybe. The old one. Let's stay loyal for a bit before we overthrow them. At least their capital isn't that far away. We can choose what we want in return for our tribute. Let's go with an artifact. I launched a quick conquest up here to gain a province of the Nestorian faith. Okay, we need 1k more piety to actually convert. The Horse Lord. Greetings, Honorable Wang. I'm an envoy of the great High Chieftain Jaka. My lord has sent me to propose a truce between our people. Interesting, we could become his tributary instead of the Tang dynasty. But we are not gonna bow to the barbarians, of course. Instead, let's conquer the High Chieftain of Wamo, which should be our last greater war, at least for now. Okay, let's crush their armies, get the provinces in, and after that focus on getting piety. We can choose to visit local shrines here, which are like mini pilgrimages, I guess. And it seems like we can get up to 250 piety from one. 50 gold or 150 prestige is a fair price, so let's go with the largest option. And it's not even far away. I'm not sure why we only get 100 piety. Seems like we did something wrong, but still good. Yeah, that's kind of sad. We were only like 400 piety away from actually converting. But now we are Wang Zhang Yanhui. He should be young enough to gain the piety. Let's host ourselves a coronation. Soon our reign begins. One of our vessels is wearing a weapon at our ceremony. Let's fight the traitor. Attack first, attack hard. Let's swing our hammer. Let's swing it again. You can't even hit me. Victory! With that, we have clearly proven our worth to the realm. And the coronation is finally done. Let our rule begin. While we are focusing on our own, I've noticed that the dynastic cycle in the Tang dynasty is moving towards division, which could mean the end for the Tang. A new identity. My people, the Han, are proud and widespread people. However similar we are, I cannot deny that my subjects have started to act differently from Han elsewhere. Sometimes there's even conflict between visiting Han groups and those under my rule. We are developing a new identity. We are Han, but at the same time we are not. Perhaps this development should be encouraged? Very cool event. We could branch off our own divergent culture here. I guess because we are outside of the Chinese realm. But we will conquer the Chinese realm, of course, so we will stay Han. Still, nice event. And the time has come, my friends. We have gathered enough piety to convert to the Nestorian faith. Some vessels will convert, some will not, but the most powerful ones will convert. So that's fine. We have done it, and we can grab ourselves a nice little priest here for our court. Very welcome. We are the Christian Chinese and our family converted with us. A great future lies ahead of us. It's been 10 years since we converted, and as you can see, we have made great progress. Oh, the empire, long united, must divide. Where there was once one, now there are many. With the loss of the mandate of heaven, there's no legitimate ruler to obey, and all pretenses have been abandoned, all cloaked ambitions revealed. The bold must seize opportunities as they come. Crisis is opportunity. Does this mean what I think it does? The realm split into many different kingdoms. The Tang dynasty is no more. Do we have any special options to reunite the realm? Yes, we can consolidate land under heaven. One war for all the lands. Now which one to take on first? Maybe Liang? Or Qi? Let's go in on Liang. 500 prestige is pretty good, to be honest. Take this province and then march on the army. They actually came down south to us. But they don't stand a chance. One push is all it takes, come on. Yes, 100%. Our first war is won. Look at that. I will, by the way, ask our vassals to convert every here and then to spread Christianity. Okay, next enemy is the Sui. Just picking the big parts first. Even though big doesn't mean strong, they are marching with 600 men. Easy one. I'm, by the way, not showing you every war. I think that's just too much. Only here and then, like when we pick up big parts that are important for us, like the key here. Which are putting up a good fight. They have way less troops than us, but their troop cohesion is way better. We are still gonna win, of course. Wait, something's not right. Why do we have two wars? This is a defensive war? We're getting attacked. Sure, let's defeat the key and then switch over to the defensive war. Okay, that's done. Annex everything and march south. We are looking very good already. Wait, we have another war without getting declared war on. Without notification, at least. And what's crazy is that our consolidation was, so if we lose one, we lose everything. Of course, we also got a big rebellion now. And we have quite some vessels that joined the uprising. Fantastic. Not long before, we have also been declared on by a Mongol for a nomadic migration in the northwest. So yeah, we are quite in the defensive for now. Let's do this one by one. That should be enough for the uprising. Yes, it is. Let's have a look at all our prisoners. They are our vassals. I think we will just leave them in prison for now and focus north. Oh yeah, sure. Korea is coming into the party. This will be another front on the east. Oh yeah, they are in China already. And they aren't weak. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Guess what? We have another war. Oh, but we can white piece it actually. And someone else is crushing the Mongols. We didn't have to fight them. While our armies didn't have reached the Korean border yet, we already have a new nomadic migration. Oh no, that was a mistake. Oh no, we are not winning that. You know what? Sure, take the land maybe. I don't care. Don't kill my troops, please. Okay, that land is gone. Now finally for the Korean War, which is the most important one. Let's kill their troops one more time. I only want white peace, I don't want to win. And that should be enough. Yes. Finally peace. We have minus 2k treasury. But we of course have another nomadic migration. What? Another migration spawned inside of us. You know what? Take these lands. I don't care anymore. I can't do this anymore. I want peace. It looks like we have finally achieved some peace in our time and can rebuild our treasury. And you know, as we are rebuilding and stabilizing, at least the conversions are going quite well, I want to say. Let's check how far are we away from claiming the mandate of heaven. 37 of needed 51%. Ah, damn it, we are close to the end. I want to be an emperor when this ruler dies, so let's convert some money to the treasury. That should be enough. And then create the empire of Zhongliang. Ah yes, imperial recognition. I just don't want anything wonky to happen when we die with all these kingdom tiers, even though we only have one living son, but still. And there it is. We died at 71 years of age and pass our throne to Zhang Guangxi, who's already 46 as well. Looks like everything got inherited clean. Oh, and it seems like our vassals really like us. That's a clean succession. To be coronated, we actually need an anointment by our Patriarch, it seems like. Never seen that before. Okay. Gold or piety. Let's choose gold. We will need our piety with this ruler. And let's wait for the approval. There it is. We now also need a crown for the coronation, so let's get one. And check how much piety we would need for a faith. Okay, 5k without any modifications, just base cost. That's quite a way to go, but we already have 1.2k. Our coronation is finally done. Our reign can begin. We have an heir. He's intelligent. It's about time. Our first son. I'm campaigning a bit at the coast to get enough control over the land to claim the mandate of heaven. Wu here is next. Oh, don't let them unite with their special mercs. Okay, the mercs are not joining. Nice. They are back for another round. Yes, we got him. Enforce demands. And we are close now. One more war against Anan, and we should have it. Let's raise our boys, go in, crush their armies, and maybe one more siege. Alright, that's enough. Let's enforce our demands. What a blob on the map. And we can now finally claim the Mandate of Heaven. We get the very strong Son of Heaven modifier. Every vessel will convert to Celestial Government. We will gain 2.5k renown and control in all provinces. Heaven's favorite son. It is said that heaven is impartial and always sides with the virtuous. It is equally said that the winner becomes a king and the loser a bandit. The throne of China is now mine, and with it the celestial sanction to rule all of China. I must now decide upon a direction for my new ministers and their legions of functionaries to channel their efforts. Standing atop the peak of the world, all else has become small. The foundation of a state. Okay, we can now choose a dynasty name for our realm. I was thinking about changing it to something else, but I like Xia. And I think let's go with the yellow map color. I'm always kind of associating China map colors with yellow. And here we are, the Xia dynasty looking mighty fine already. We gained the capital of Chang'an, which is a very good province. And we gained 5k renown actually. I thought 2.5k. But we have 5k, which should be enough to max out the virtuous tree. I've already checked, but it seems like we have lost our nice CB and now only can claim either duchies or vassalize the rulers, but not take their titles anymore. That's a bit sad. I would have conquered more of them for claiming the mandate if I knew that earlier. Anyway, as you can see, we are the strongest family in the realm by far. I mean, I've landed like 20 of our relatives in different duchies, so it makes sense, I guess. And we can now influence the dynastic cycle, pushing it towards an era we would like. We'll go with the advancement era, I guess. Yeah, I like the idea. The unification now unlocks us the Mandate of Heaven achievement, which of course is not the one we are looking for yet. We can now plan a grand campaign against neighboring kingdoms, which may take some time, but our vassals and ministers will conquer these provinces for us. I was thinking about getting the minus faith reformation costs perk in the learning tree, but it seems like over here in Asia we don't have that perk. I think it's the Grand Perceptor perk, which replaces it. So we have to farm all the way up to 9k, 9.6k piety probably. Let's get started with a first pilgrimage. And as you can see, it will take about 3 years to get to one of our holy sites because they are that far away. That's our first pilgrimage done. We will probably need 2 more. And the grand campaign is actually starting. Nice. The Grand Marshal of our commission is leading our troops against Sichuan. Our son, by the way, has become the perfect imperial prince, a worthy heir. Our third pilgrimage is done, which leaves us with enough piety to create a new Christian faith. I've called it the Celestial Ecclesia and gave it a little RP description. Christ is one person in 2 natures, divine and human. From his incarnation flows a double mandate, spiritual in heaven and temporal on earth. The Emperor of China is held to be Christ's anointed steward among nations. I've added the Alexandrian Catechism, the righteous attitude, lay clergy, temporal faith, of course. I've also added the local rites instead of the encouraged pilgrimage, so it matches more with the Eastern spiritual outlook. I've also added the concubines marriage type state on the basics up here. Added the dynastic is criminal kinslaying attitude, temporary revocable clerical appointment, clerical marriage is allowed, and changed the coronation tradition to no anointment as it's the only one available. We are quite popular at the moment, which results in 143 of 143 vessels converting to our new faith. We need 9.6k, have 9.8k piety, so let's create the faith. The Celestial Schism, the Nestorian clergy has lost their way. Still one important step, we will need a holy site to create the Head of Faith title. So I fabricated a claim down here in India on Vembanat. Let's go in and secure it. Siege 1, let's get a little bit more war score. Oh, the grand campaign was a success. They've actually taken the lands and conquered a kingdom from King Lulu Yifang of Xishuan. And we've also had success as we have 100% against the Indians and have taken our holy site. That should allow us to create the Head of Faith title. Yes, it does, for 250 piety. Zhang Guangji declared Patriarch. Glory to God. That grants us the Heavenly Kingdom achievement. Claim the mandate of heaven as the Head of Faith of a Christian faith. I kept playing the game for a few more years. As you can see, the celestial faith is slowly spreading around our empire and our borders are looking pretty good now. We are ruling with 82 years of age as Celestial Patriarch of China, Zhang Guangji of the Xia dynasty. That's where we are gonna leave it for today. As always, I hope you liked the video, and if so, please consider commenting, liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.